I know it's been about a week since I last uploaded.
You can't just make that joke every time.
So we're doing tier list of the AEW roster of 2020, as you can see. The tiers are going to be God tier for the best wrestlers.
In the aggressive voice.
That's how you know that they're good.
For good wrestlers.
And then the other one is... yeah. That's for like middle tier wrestlers. That's for your Heath Slaters of the world. Then there's mediocre at best, which is self-explanatory. Then there's straight doo-doo water, which is the Britt Bakers of the world, foreshadowing. Anyways, the first wrestler on deck is Adam Page.
All right, so wait, which you want to be right side, I'll be left?
I'll be right.
Okay, so I think this is pretty easy for me. I'm going to go into God tier. And I'm pretty certain.
Explain why.
Do I need to?
Yes.
Cowboy shit.
No, he's really changed it around for me recently. If this was when AEW first began, he would have been about here for me, because he literally did nothing for me. But nah, he's pretty dope right now.
I'm just a big Hangman fan, and honestly, just seeing his character turn into an alcoholic is like the best thing ever.
Just because you can relate too much to that.
Next we have Alex Reynolds.
Jobber number 4 for the Dark Order.
Straight doo-doo water for me.
That's pretty harsh. I'm not going to put him in straight doo-doo water myself, because at least, like, he's somewhat entertaining. There's no... Well, then, if that's the case, you should put him there, then. No, I get why you put him in there. They haven't really built much character around the other guys of the...
Dark Order.
Yeah, so it's like...
Yeah.
You can't really do much except go above these 2 tiers, I find.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why we're not just doing 1 tier, is because we'll probably argue about some of these people later, but we haven't got to that point yet, so...
All right, then we got Angelico next, and that's a tough one because he's super talented,
yeah,
but just not much character to him
I agree with you. They haven't really done much with him. He's super talented. The one thing I do love about him is his stupid dance to his song.
Yes.
That's the only thing saving him.
I love that he's just like a fucking neon. He just wears neon green, and he's basically like a white gangster.
What does the hybrid 2 mean, by the way?
So moving on to Awesome Kong. I couldn't tell you. Awesome Kong.
Are we basing this off AEW work or work?
Well, I think it's AEW. So that's why I think I'm gonna have to put her in, because I know she has so much like potential, but
yeah, I think you're being a little too nice. She's literally done nothing.
Yeah, I just see so much potential.
Now if this was TNA, but no, she hasn't really done anything, to be honest. So
yeah.
Next, we're moving on to Will Ospreay's hot girlfriend. It's pretty easy. No, the reason I'm putting her in the second tier is because she's straight up amazing. She has an amazing character. She's one of the only people in the AEW women's roster that actually has a good character. And I really like her work, and I think she'll be a future women's champion.
See, that's a tough one for me, because I agree that she has talent, a lot of talent, but she hasn't really done a whole lot, and especially as of late. I mean, I know with the whole COVID thing, but like she hasn't been on in forever. So honestly, I just feel like she has so much more ahead of her to be in for me.
Yeah.
Next we got Swole. And she's pretty swole. But yeah, she's again just more time to build up.
Swole. I have no character, but I have a good song. I'm the Robert Roode of AEW. I'm just saying.
I feel like a lot of this is going to be just...
Yeah, let's move on to Billy Gunn, who does nothing.
Yeah, I'm not going to... Yeah. He just enters in the fucking Battle Royale.
Now, if him and his son, Austin Gunn, actually start doing something, that'll be interesting. But until then, nah.
Oh, then we got one half of this. Just because they only did like one good thing, I'm gonna put them in mediocre. Just because I want them to do more, and I want them to be that big heel like tag team.
Yeah.
But they haven't really done much for me.
I'm putting them in because I actually really like the tag team, the look of the Butcher and the Blade. Mm-hmm. Actually, to be honest, I might as well put them all in the same tier together.
I guess so.
Because I think they're all. I think it's a good look and a good tag team. I like them as like the kind of hired guns as MJF, but
I think they need to do more.
Yeah, no, they need more character direction. But until then,
yeah, I'm just gonna move this down a bit.
Hold on, what's that picture for? Oh, they messed up the name. They put Kip Sabian and somebody else. Anyways,
that's Kip Sabian.
Yeah, they put. They have the names on top.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. All right. I can already tell you're gonna put her. I mean, everything she's done just hasn't been that good, and I think.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, you hated the Nightmare Collective.
I'll put her in. Because the Nightmare Collective sucks dick, but as Cody's wife, and
look at me, I'm Cody's wife. That's why I'm amazing.
And were they the Nightmare Apples? Is that what they call fucking Dustin and
the Natural Nightmares?
No, there we go. The Natural Nightmares and the Nightmare Apples. No, as their manager, she's okay.
I don't see it, but I kind of like them just because they have the whole thing where you just can't win.
He's their jobber.
Yeah, but it's like he's just he's just a jobber that they kind of like a glorified jobber.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put him there. I mean, he's got talent, but I just don't see him being a world champion at any time.
Nah, he's straight doo-doo water because he has no personality. They tried to make a story on Dark. It's the fact that he has the Private Party's number, which I think is dumb because I think Private Party is something you want to push as like one of your top teams. But yeah, no, he got hired on because he's a cameraman of Being the Elite. I hate to say it, but I think that's the reason he's up there.
And I already know. Do you want me to just do it for you?
Yeah, do I really need to say anything about Britt Baker?
If Donovan could, he'd go lower than straight doo-doo water.
Yeah.
I'll put her there just because her face run was terrible. She was not a good face at all. She's much better as a heel, and she's like a...
Let me just say this one thing. I have never not liked the wrestler as much as I don't like Britt Baker.
Ooh, and I think this is easy for me. Easily one of the GOATs.
Yeah, no, this is God tier easily.
Easy.
Is there really anything we need to say about Chris Jericho?
He's Chris Jericho. Christopher Daniels. As a wrestler himself, I would want to put him in here, but for what he's done in AEW, he kind of was like gone for so long. So I'll put him there, even though I like him a lot.
I'm sorry that my co-host is an idiot.
Damn.
Christopher Daniels is obviously because at least he's been involved in a lot of stories with Brody Lee.
Except he just died.
Yeah, and then he was involved with Pentagon Jr., where he also
died.
No, but the part of his character is he's supposed to not be the one taking the limelight. This is all a story leading to Scorpio Sky eventually climbing up the ranks. I think it's a pretty good one.
We got one half of Best Friends, and I think that's I think for the sake of it, they got a pretty good going. I think they're future tag team champions.
Yeah, no one kicks out of the Falcon Arrow.
No, somebody didn't. Did you not? All right, you haven't seen last week's.
Someone legitimately not kicked.
Yes, that I was so shocked. It was Hikaru Shida fought some Brazilian chick.
No. That's like one of her finishing moves, not Chuck Taylor.
Yeah, not Chuck Taylor.
Everybody kicks out Chuck Taylor's.
Then we got Seema,
who's literally done nothing except have a good match against Kenny Omega.
Yeah, I mean he's talented, but he just hasn't really done much. He's done some dark stuff, but not much.
Because he's not as bad as Britt Baker and Brandon Cutler. That's the only reason.
But he's not like. He's not nothing amazing.
Let me just do this right now.
I think really. What about okay? I think it's an easy God tier for this and for this.
Yeah, no, I agree. God tier for Darby Allin. Darby Allin's a future star. I would even put Dustin in God tier too.
I think
because Dustin's had some of the best matches in AEW history.
I think he's had one of the, if not the best singles match in AEW history.
Yeah.
Then we got Emi Sakura, and she's decent, but she hasn't done a whole lot. Like, she just did a couple matches with Rio.
She did train Shida and Rio.
Yeah.
And for that alone, deserves... And she dresses as Freddie Mercury, man.
Yeah. Evil Uno, I think they really turned around their whole gimmick, and especially with the addition of Brody Lee. I think they got a lot of future potential to be like some of the best stuff, but I don't feel like they're at their peak quite yet.
He's going in just because he has a sexy mask, a dad bod, and he has a hilarious Twitch channel.
Then we got Frankie Kazarian, and that's tough. I feel like him and Scorpio Sky did a lot more than Christopher Daniels did.
That's part of the story.
I kind of feel like I had to put Christopher Daniels up if I'm putting Frankie Kazarian up.
You don't have to do shit.
I know I don't, but now I'm like changing my mind. I'm gonna put Frankie Kazarian up there just because I feel like him and Scorpio Sky have been a really good like two-person tag team, especially with like their tag team run as champions.
Now Frankie Kazarian's going there for me too, just because he's still one of the greatest wrestlers, even though he's old as fuck. But yeah, it's not really much to say about Frankie Kazarian. The reason he's not on God tier, obviously, is because they haven't really pushed him too hard. I don't need to say much about her either.
Yeah, she does probably, I think, in my opinion, I think she's probably the best women wrestler.
I think she might be the only God... No, there's another one. Her and somebody else are the only two God tier women in AEW right now. That's the one thing I do agree with a lot of criticism online about AEW with this, is that
their women
division's not that great.
Yet. Hopefully good soon. Isaiah Cassidy, I'm going to put him in even though he's super talented, just because, again, what are they doing with him?
No, he's definitely an because they're the best tag team in AEW, full stop. Fight me.
And Jack Evans is with Angelico.
Yeah, I'll put mine right next to Angelico. Nice and easy.
Oh, ooh, then we got the big hurt, and that's an just because of his work in the Inner Circle. Easy.
Nah, he's God tier for me. JK, when he was even Jack Swagger, he was one of my favorite wrestlers, and now he's just proving why he's one of the best.
Okay.
I don't know why they even have Jerry Lynn in here.
I don't even... is it stupid that I'm asking who Jerry Lynn is?
Oh, that's a good way to piss off the internet fans. He's one of the most indie darling wrestlers, but he hasn't wrestled in a long time.
Has he even wrestled in AEW?
No, he's their coach. So I don't know why he's on here.
I'm just going to ignore that and not put him anywhere.
Yeah, me too.
Because, Jimmy Havoc. Oh, that's a tough one. I'm going to put him in...
No way, I was about to put him in the same one. Even though they've done absolutely nothing with him,
they're
starting to make him a tag team with Kip Sabian for whatever reason. Hot Boy with Emo Dude.
It's good. I think and a lot of his matches, especially with like Darby Allin and Joey Janela.
I think that's the most upside if they do stuff.
Joey Janela, I'm only putting him there because what has he done? What has he really done in AEW?
And that's why I'm going to do something controversial and put him there. I don't see the hype. Personally, I just don't see him as that entertaining of a wrestler. Even his match with Kenny Omega that everyone praises, it's like...
Yeah, I thought it was good, but
yeah.
Anyways, straight doo doo water. There's jobber number one. Nice. Since you called fucking
that's jobber
Alex.
number 3.
Oh,
let's just do the easy one right now.
Yeah. Oh, actually, there's a few from me. So I put Moxley in God tier, Jungle Boy in
yeah.
Oh, and it just got longer, and then Kenny Omega in God tier for me.
You got to make sure that we can see it on the full screen.
That's what I'm saying, because it's like...
Yeah, Jungle Boy is definitely... there's a lot of potential there. Kenny Omega.
Ooh, this is going to hurt, isn't it?
I'm going to put him in God tier.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to put
If this was Kenny Omega when he first started in AEW, he'd be just... for me. Because if you have to live up to your potential in New Japan,
which is hard already.
yeah, and then Kip Sabian
It's
is
gonna
definitely be for me.
Yeah, he definitely has kind of gotten a lot better. I like that they kind of turned him into this really shit-headed heel.
Yeah.
Chris Statlander, just because I enjoy her whole persona, I'm gonna put her in an
Ooh, you're not gonna like this.
ooh.
I think she's overrated. If I'm just gonna be straight honest.
Ooh. It's a hot take.
Not really a hot take, it's just me
Hot
being
take.
honest.
Leva Bates. I don't hate the whole librarian thing as much as everybody else, but it's not good.
No, you're right. She has a nice ass. That's the only thing that's saving her from.
Oh my god. Hold on, let me just zoom out just a wee bit.
There we go.
There we are. So we can actually see it. Oh, Luchasaurus. See, I would want to put him in an but he's not quite as good as Jungle Boy, in my opinion.
Ooh.
But I want him to be. Like,
Fair enough.
because, like,
This is one of the easiest decisions for me. He's my third favorite wrestler in AEW. This guy's gonna be the Undertaker of AEW.
Marco Stunt.
This is a hard one.
See, like, based on just pure wrestling thing, because he's nothing special, he would probably be, like, maybe at or mediocre, but through pure heart, I'm going to give him an
I think you're undervaluing him. I think he's straight up God tier. No. I'm being serious here because, like, have you seen his match against Lance Archer? That is the greatest squash match in history. Yeah, he's one of the greatest wrestlers in AEW. Full stop. And he's one of the reasons you tune in every week.
All right. Mark Quinn, he's in the same boat as Isaiah Cassidy. They haven't really, I feel like they haven't done much, even though I know you disagree.
Yeah, best tag team in AEW right here. Let's put them together. Now we start with the Jacksons. Let's just put them. Let's just do what we both know what we want to do.
Yeah. let's just do it.
They are some of the most consistent.
Best tag team puts, except when you put fucking them in, but then the Jacksons.
That's just because they haven't done as much with them. Storyline wise.
And then we got Mel. I'm not gonna lie, it's straight doo-doo water.
Yeah, I'm putting her straight doo-doo water to no fault of her own. And this one's going straight doo-doo water because he's not even funny.
Damn. I'm not gonna go that hard, so I'll put him in mediocre at best.
Yeah.
Oh, easy. And I already know you're gonna put him up there.
Yeah.
MJF, best heel in AEW. Well, tied for best heel.
Best heel in wrestling right now.
I think I would say Chris Jericho and him are tied, but that's just me. I think he's the best upcoming.
Yeah, but the thing is Chris Jericho is more likable. MJF is not likable whatsoever. Now here comes, for me, the toughest one out of them all.
She's an Honestly, I personally find her a bit overrated. Quite a bit She's not to say she's bad, she's just overrated. I think people like to always like praise her for being like the best thing ever. It's like she's okay. Like she's okay.
I don't know. It's between these two for me. I really like her matches. I really like what she brings.
I think her best match was with Riho and Shida.
I think her best match was at Double or Nothing with Shida right now.
Yeah, it's honestly, I think
I'll have to agree with you for now. I think she can go up more. She was one of my favorites because she actually has a character as like the monster of AEW.
Yeah.
But other than that,
just based off pure entertainment value, God tier for me.
There's no question about that. And then we move on to Santana and Ortiz.
Oh man,
I'm gonna put them in for right now. Where the hell is the other guy? Just because I feel like I wanted to see him be in the more prominent tag team picture, but I guess they're more focused on the inner circle right now.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's keeping them out of God tier.
Another God tier, Pac, easily.
And here comes another interesting one because they've been developing your character a lot more now. You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna put her. here. Just because I'm really impressed with what the work she's been doing, especially with this new team with Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc.
Super bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more interested to see what she does rather than what she has done. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to give her an E for now. Pentagon. I think he's been pretty consistent overall, even though he hasn't done anything spectacular, but what he has done has been pretty entertaining overall.
I like how it just seems like I'm just throwing everyone in God tier, but the Lucha Bros are worldwide considered the best tag team. So, like, their matches with the Young Bucks are amazing. My favorite match in AEW right now was Lucha Bros versus Private Party. If you ever seen one of our reviews, I gave that match 5 stars. And they're just one of my most enjoyable tag teams to watch.
I think here's an easy one for me.
Yeah.
Straight due to water.
No fault of his own, though.
The Librarian, honestly, as a character, easily one of the most annoying
Actually, you know
people.
what? He's growing on me. I just don't get the whole thing with the apple with QT Marshall.
I don't care for QT Marshall pretty much at all.
Here's
But
another-
here's the thing: is most of these people either like same with like Alex Reynolds and John Silver, they're just boring and they have nothing to them. Whereas I think Peter Avalon is there just because of how annoying he is.
Yeah.
This is easy. I think she's easily in a, but I think she has so much more ahead of her at the same time.
I don't want to do this, but she's barely on TV to warrant.
I think it's because she moved to another company, or she's working in another company at the same
I
time.
get with the whole pandemic thing, she's in Japan, but like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's hard to invest in somebody like that. What has Sadie Gibbs really done?
She's been on Dark a couple times. I don't really.
Yeah.
She's okay. She's not bad. She's just.
Here's another super easy one.
Oh, easy.
The best wrestler in AEW right now. Might be a stretch, but he's the most entertaining one. Next to Orange Cassidy.
Scorpio Sky. Again, I put him with Frankie Kazarian as one of like the best tag teams and like one of the best like since the initial first run. It was great.
I don't want to throw everybody in God tier, but I feel like you have to put Scorpio Sky in God tier because the whole story with Scorpio Sky is that he's finally getting to the big time and he's the one who's getting all the opportunities. I think in the future he will become a world champion, and I think the story around him just makes him so interesting and puts him above the other two.
Shana, hasn't really done a whole lot.
Yeah, exactly. Sean
Not
Spears.
Ooh,
That's an interesting one. I think I'm just gonna put him in for now because like the whole tag team thing was cool until the whole lockdown happened, eh?
yeah, and his best thing kind of like he peaked like in like his first big feud with Cody because like come on that's a hard one to top. They did one of the biggest like most impactful most talked about things.
Yeah.
Sunny Kiss like hasn't really done much.
For no fault of his own, straight due to water. What the fuck is a concrete rose? Explain to me.
Moving on.
Stu Grayson.
Again, I'd put him with Evil Uno in just
Really?
because again, like I feel like they still have yet to build up to being that really big heel faction yet.
Better wrestler, no character.
Trent, where did I
The
put
angry one of the best friends.
where
You
did
put Chucky in
did I put him in? Oh yeah, I put him in with
yeah.
just because
I think it's a fair spot because they're a good tag team.
They're one
Now
of the
here's
best.
gonna be a hot take.
Ooh,
I think Wardlow goes in
I think
because for Silent Bodyguards, he's amazing.
I think he's been like
I have never been more intimidated by a guy in a suit in my entire fucking life. Oh no,
more-
wait, give me that mouse. Here comes the
my
easiest
God.
one. The
Here it
tippy
goes.
top of God tier. One of my favorite wrestlers right now, Yuka Sakazaki.
should I just skip this one because I feel like you're gonna strangle me?
I don't care where you put her.
I honestly don't see like all the hype behind her.
I get it. I get that.
I know you're not the only one alone on that, and I just don't see the hype behind all of her.
You just don't understand what the best wrestler is.
Brody Lee, easily one of the best heels.
Brody Lee. maybe the top. Nah, I'll put him in God tier. It's hard to say because like there is some hit and miss stuff with his character work. Sometimes it seems like it's just too much like Vince McMahon.
I mean, he said that. He said that most of the stuff wasn't even
Yeah,
inspired.
but you know wrestlers, they lie all the time.
Ooh, it's a tough one because he hasn't done much, but he's so entertaining. Fuck, easily one of the most entertaining wrestlers in AEW right now.
All I feel about his match is just, he's there.
Lance Archer, that's a for what little he's done so far, especially with like his feud with Cody. He's probably one of the best heels. He's got more so I'd put him above Wardlow, but he's not quite like, for me, Brody Lee yet.
He's in God tier just because he's the best monster they've created in the last 20 years.
Luther, honestly, I don't really care for him.
Really?
Don't really care for him.
I have a weird fascination with him, but he's not good enough to be.
Matt Hardy, just because of the golf cart.
Just because the drone. That was the best part.
Anna Jay, I'm not too familiar
They've
with her.
literally done nothing with her.
I'm just gonna put her there because she's not. I don't know her and she hasn't annoyed me yet.
Yeah, you go there. You go there.
Wait, who's that?
Austin Gunn.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know who you are, so you go there.
What's?
That's the new muscular.
Oh, that's 10, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, it's 10. Okay, Austin Gunn, mediocre, hasn't done much. He hasn't done much. Brian Cage.
This is a weird
See,
one.
he's had 2 matches, and I already not
This is where you have to take his previous work into account.
See, I haven't seen much of it though, so
Yeah.
I can't really say that. But just from his 2 things, he seems like the next big monster.
Yeah.
And I'm not familiar. But was he a heel before?
He goes between the two.
Okay.
Because in some he was just a machine and now he's like a monster. Yeah, I have to put him in the same spot because you have to consider he'll be in here if he has his match with Kenny Omega. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, he has incredible upside. So there we go. Mine's a lot top heavy.
Mine's pretty evened out, especially in the middle.
To be honest, I agree. I think that AEW has a better roster. It'll be interesting if you ever take a look at a WWE roster one, how it would fare in comparison.
I think it's going to be
Is there any of them that you want to change before we...
Actually, you know what? Now that I've been thinking about it again, not him. I think I'd bump Lance Archer up because you know what? I do agree. I think he is probably one of, if not the best monsters. Not like necessarily the best heel, but like one of the best monsters.
Yeah.
Other than that,
How about the Yuka up to the top now?
all right, if you insist.
Wow. Just for theme song alone, there should be a tier above God tier for that.
Ooh, we could do music tiers next.
Oh my God, yes. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and don't do any of that fucking shit. I don't care.
Don't do it because he's not going to upload for a month, and then he's just going to say it was a week later again.
Anyways, thanks for watching.